And it's me. It always will be. You ever think about that? Like it's that line from Undertale. But the thing is, like it really always will be you. It's kind of an interesting to think about. And yeah, I've been looking at this recluse relic here. Collect affinity residues to negate affinity, and it increases the defense by 20%. I mean, that's pretty high. But the thing is, how long does that last? Because when you think about it, like you're really only gonna get to use that after like one of your teammates has been hit by the boss. So, so in a literal way, you know, your teammates getting hit is what's helping you out. But there's a little bit of a double trouble there. If your teammates are getting hit, it means you have also gotten hit. Actually, hold on. I need to open this because I don't think. Hold on, just window. I got. Oh, it works today. How fun is that? So the thing is, right? If your teammates have the affinity, it means they've already gotten hit by the attack. Guess what, bozo? They probably got hit by the same attack that just hit you. So it's too late to absorb the affinity. I don't know. I've been trying to theory craft like a perfect recluse like tank build, which I know is just the dumbest thing you've ever heard of, but I feel like with like some of the changes they made in this recent patch, I kind of feel like it's possible. Cause like she happens every now and then. Cause she's got so many like see this perfect relic that I've got here. Max HP, Vigor +2, which is huge for specifically characters like this that don't have much vigor in the first place. Like, if you put this on Raider, you're just wasting your time. But on Recluse or Revenant, this is huge. And increased poise and damage negation when knocked back. Like when I got this relic, I was like, all right, well, clearly I'm God's destined soldier. I have to try and make this work. Why else would I get this insane relic otherwise? Although sometimes I don't really understand how Revenant's health works. Last night I did a run with Recluse. In like the spirit shelter, I had 1800 health. And I was sitting there like, what's the boss gonna do to me? But like some like buffs ran out somehow, and by the time I got to the boss, I had like 900 health. So I was kind of just sitting there like, I don't think I had that many like conditional effects. What happened there? And I still don't know. So we're just hanging out. Well, because the reason I was thinking about this, right, is because I want to make a recluse. We already have like a couple really good tank relics that we sort of mix in. Like this one's very good. But we don't have anything that sort of balances it out by buffing incantations. And if you know Recluse, you know that you're typically doing spells, but in order to like Because when you go into Deep of Night, you don't know what boss you're going to get. So I think that if I had an incantation relic, then that would be a perfect cornerstone to this build. Because at the moment, it's hard not to use spells because I just have stuff buffing magic. I mean, this one might be good, actually. Hold on, don't I have like a death blight? Yeah, taking damage causes death buildup. Guess what, bozo? Taking any damage causes death buildup. It's called your health bar going down. Now, you see, the problem I've run into is that there's this. And now this is exactly sort of what I'm looking for here. Improved incantations, that's a big one. But the problem is the other two effects are genuinely like useless for a recluse. You're never going to be thrusting, you're never going to be doing crits because you're using staves. And even when you do crits, like you're not, it's typically not against like the Night Lord or whatever. Well, because even when I think about this in like going through the map perspective, only the critical hit thing could possibly mean anything. And even then, I think it's still a little dicey. Hello there, Viper. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Well, because the other problem is like this could also be really good for a an incantation, like an incantation build, but that would be 2 taking damage causes death buildup. Now 1 is perfectly fine. It really only applies like once in a run where you get hit 17 times in a row by some missed attack. But this is like double makes it so much more likely to proc, so I can't take that. And holy attack power doesn't really work either, because that doesn't, incantations of so many different like attack types. This one is just, it's too much for my brain. Like there's 6 effects on this thing. I can't really, like it's just not worth it to think too hard about it. This one was almost good. Okay, listen. Defeating enemies restores HPs for allies, but not for self. Who in their right mind would ever do that? Who? Like, okay, the effect is not good in the normal runs. When you pick it up and it does apply to you, it's not good. So why would I intentionally bring a relic that has that, but not for me? I'm just like forcing a bad effect on my allies. It doesn't do anything. I'm just like, there's a couple of these in the game. I can't, like, even if it did restore HP for you when you killed an enemy, this would still be bad. So the fact it doesn't even work for you is crazy. Why? Why? It doesn't make sense. It's just, it's garbage. It's garbage. Like, it genuinely, all I can say is that it's better than nothing. Because it is, right? Like, your allies are technically taking advantage of it. But I'm just saying. it's so nothing is I guess my problem, right? Because like, what's the use case? It's just there to fill like hey boss, you know, like you gave me a quota. We got a certain amount of effects, you know, they'll probably keep those min-maxing bastards at bay for a while. But I'm just having trouble coming up with the last couple. Just, oh, you know, restores HP for allies, but not for self. It's like a run-on sentence joke. Defeating enemies restores HP for allies. Oh, okay. Well, you know, that could be good. I mean, I'm never gonna intentionally like take value from that, but well, I guess it could help my runs a little bit, but not for self. It's phrased like a Seinfeld joke. Jerry, are you really telling me? Oh, then that, because there's Seinfeld, there's Kramer, Elaine. Who's the short bald one? He's the pathetic one. He has no luck with women. Short, bald guy. Seinfeld. George, right. I can't stand. Yeah, that guy. Jerry. Alright, listen, the joke wasn't even funny to begin with, so we gotta move on a little bit. See, this might actually be the best option. Because it makes me more likely to die from Deathblight, which is not exactly something I would just shrug off normally. But improved affinity, attack power +1, that means everything gets a buff, which is sort of in line with what I'm looking for. But what if it makes Deathblight like really, really likely to kill me? I need to look on the spreadsheet. Because I'm going to make a change. But what this spreadsheet says is going to change quite a bit on how I do it. Here's the spreadsheet for those interested. It's actually been like a really big help so far. By 5%, 8.5%, and 10%. 5%. Is that worth it though? Huh. So, affinity's better. Especially because it's a +1, so it's a bigger damage increase. So this is just straight up better. We just have to find out whether the all resistance is down thing is like a deal breaker. That works for me. Because I wouldn't be so cut and dry about it if this thing had anything that would help a recluse besides the incantation thing. And honestly, I'm starting to, like, with the Deepa Night stuff, I'm starting to sort of main Duchess. I never really expect it because I don't like Duchess, but I sort of main her now. Like, see, the thing is, I can guarantee a run if I play Wilder and maybe Guardian. But I feel like I'm helpful as Duchess and as Recluse. I don't really play Raider, Revenant, Iron Eye. An Executor is just something I throw in every now and then, have some fun. Of course, a lot of my, like, guarantee the runs victory thing comes from that crazy Everdark Caligo fight I had. I'm just saying, if I can revive 2 people from 0... from 3 bars, like, several times, I might be goated with Wilder. Because the thing is, too, I'm, like, the only Wilder that actually tries to deflect. And it's ridiculous, because it's so powerful against the strongest bosses in the game. And most people just don't even, like, they don't even try it. Bell-bearing Hunter gets annihilated by a Wilder with his deflect shield. Not deflect, I mean, the buckler shield, right? Because he doesn't use a buckler, but it's the same type of parry. This build is very good without it, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't require a little luck for there to be any churches at all. Because last night I was like, oh, I didn't know they had a map layout with no churches. So I was like, I can't test this. There's none of them. Alright. Because there was one here and there was one nowhere else, and I never got around to it. So there's one there, another there. So this is a good match for it. Because theoretically I could have 3 different stacks of it. It's Libra. Man, if this guy hits me with like an Everdark Libra, listen, I just hate that boss so much. It's so unbalanced in favor of the boss. So I guess on level 1 my death blight resistance is kind of low. See, because that's the thing with like the build-up stuff. Is that at a certain point you really will just straight up die before it procs. And if you don't, then... Right, I forgot the Crystallian is the real boss here. Why did they include this guy as part of the boss fight? Absolutely frame perfect dodge. Come on, there we go, there we go. Now we can kill him. Just that easy. Okay, this is sick. We have some very good weapons right off the start here. Right off the rip. Hold on, I didn't mean to pick that up, but I did anyway. Not really sure what the Iron Eye's doing. I think they're just sort of... Oh, wait, yeah. I literally saw the icon, like the little tuft. And I was like, oh, that's an executor. Nope. You see what that does mean, though? Is that we have sort of a light party here. So if we're not a team of pretty adept dodgers, I can imagine this going poorly. Huh. Because I was about to say, like, why is this person even considering this? But then I saw that, oh, I saw that it was a Miranda flower. And at that point, you kind of have to kill it for daring to exist. Honestly, I might take this troll sword all the way. I don't really see a circumstance in where I grow out of it. We need to get this done, because I literally, we're never coming back here. So if we don't do this now, I'm not getting this health increase. Of course, my health's actually looking pretty good right now. Gonna do what I do best and mash the spell button. I think why I like Recluse is just that I mean, I have to. They can really hit you with any... Hold on a second. I was like, wait. Hold on, is this not a great church? What else is it then? Oh, no, it is. It's there. I see it. Yep. 1 stack. Okay. My HP is looking a little low there, partner. Despite the fact my bar is actually kind of big. Wish you could Scholar's Shield weapons. I feel like that would be pretty interesting. I mean, listen, I'm right here. That was a little dicey there. What controls whether I have no health or a fair bit? Because I really couldn't tell you. Okay, but I see it there. I have 2 like health stacks. Okay, and it's sort of starting to run out. $9.64. I mean, I guess what I'm mostly curious about is that I don't understand where I'm getting that from. I mean, anything that's not a troll castle, I'm automatic. He just shrugged it. You know what? That's fine. I kind of wish they didn't do that change with Revenant summons. Alright, well that one's fair. Alright, so I definitely had some health there. Okay, so that's what that... Didn't have much health there. Stamina is what I meant. No, don't you kill me again. I see my death blight thing like super high up there. Kind of thought that was gonna work. Doing it again, huh? Don't worry. I like my enemies having much increased damage negation for long periods of time. Owns.png. Oh, nice! I love when attacks just begin. Why would you have to telegraph something? Telegraphs are for nerds. Nerds who like good game design. I mean, I really have to take this. Like, it's not even really something I can argue. Although defense is pretty good. Lightning? I don't have any lightning, so I'm not tempted. Please don't. Maybe I should just switch to this full time. No, the poison buildup is a bit too much. Alright, a little closer than I thought it was, personally. Thought I had like 5 seconds. No, apparently I have 0. It's just good to get these things out in the open. I actually forgot I had that stuff. So I gotta try the Shattering Crystal before I just write it off. You know, you know how it is. Personally, I think they should go to the Revenant, considering I don't have any issues at all with FP. That knocks you back, huh? I thought it drew you in, but I understand that Gravitas is a little funky like that. I mean, I think that is one thing about Recluse that... Oh, forgot about this. That sort of goes a little unstated. Is that you genuinely really don't have to ever worry about FP. Your skill is so efficient at getting it. I would really rather not die 3 seconds into the Tibia Mariner fight. I like how they just took enemies from Dark Souls 3 and then made them tank monsters. That was really the only change they applied, other than making them skeletons. Ow. Kind of just going to be spamming this. I mean, it seems like it's doing well enough. We'll look at the damage rack up. Come on, man. Come on. You know it's over. Don't drag it out long. Don't drag it out longer. Is that Loretta? Yep, and she's red. Longer than it needs to be. Don't just stop embarrassing yourself. What weapon is the bow guy using? Like a dagger covered in garbage? I just can't. I hate this effect so much. Even though I think duration is garbage, like, we have to do it. Okay, but do you really want to... do you really like it really, like, you need this? Why is Japan good at making video games with bad at movies? I don't think I'd call them bad at making movies. Like, most of the popular United States movies are just movies from Japan that they redid, which is really like an American cultural export, is just doing the same thing over and over again. That was like so close to super death. Alright, that is super death. Like, wasn't, like, I don't know. Wasn't Hunger Games just like... This is probably fair. We are slaughtering this boss. I didn't really expect that. Although we stopped slaughtering them after I switched off this. Turns out I'm super dead. They got me. Probably. Yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. We even have some of the skeletons still? It's kind of a weird run this time. The only good Japanese movie I've ever seen was Gantz Zero. Plague of Locusts, huh? Find the enemy who is stealing runes. Can we really determine that before they start the stealing of the runes? I'll take one of those. Okay. Goes up. Sort of travels this way. They're already on it. I don't even need to care. I really don't want to lose a level. Even if I think you get it back, like, losing level is just so annoying in this game. Especially multiple levels. Okay, but have you considered that the reason you've only ever seen one good Japanese movie is because you don't speak Japanese? Or maybe you do, I don't know, but I'm just saying, you probably don't. This is a good thing to get. Bearded Nuffly when? Bearded Nuffly never. Because I actually have this thing called a job, and that job doesn't like it when I have a beard. So while I typically would prefer having a beard for explicitly lazy purposes, I unfortunately am required to shave. Pretty good actually, but I'll take the stamina. I think we could probably I could probably peer pressure one more great church out of these guys before Night Lord. Although I must say we only have 4 flasks, which is just like an all-time terrible just amount of flasks to have. Like that's not good. Night's Guide grows stronger. Well, really glad all of my options are being stripped away from me. I like how garbage Farandard is that they just never made a good one. I can't be taking more reduced maximum. Like, why is my health so big? Like, I enjoy it. I just think that it's crazy. what could possibly be like the rationale? Oh, he's running. Hashtag owned. So hot here in Utah. It was pretty hot when I was in Utah. But it's kind of interesting, the heat in Utah compared to the heat here. Well, I'm not taking that. Because the heat in Utah, it's like dry heat. It was like 80 degrees out. And I still didn't really feel like it was that hot out. Like, obviously, it was very hot. But in, like, as soon as I came back to this state, it was like being mired in garbage. Haven't checked this guy. And I'm glad I didn't. He's not giving anything good. Wait, there is like a real knight over there? I never knew. And by never, I mean I always thought there was, but I didn't really have the wherewithal to actually go 5 steps to the right to figure that out. See, the good thing about this spell is that I can kind of just stand here and spam it. Even if he like tries to hit me with the crazy. Just doesn't really work out for him. I think it's crazy they didn't include like the health regen in the activation of the ultimate. I mean, I don't think I need another spell. Libra doesn't move that fast. Also, what? Alright, it's Rancor Call 208 actually, so that's stronger. Common Azure is the only thing that's different. I might have to take the garbage on that. By the way, I really want to finish this church before night 2. If we get out of here and I only have a tick of the extra health, I'll be a little sad. So I feel like I won't be able to experience like the average end of run feeling. But then again, I don't think they're actually pinging the church. I think they're pinging Red Wolf of Bozo. I know I'm being kind of a dirty bastard by doing this. I need the effect. Do you think FromSoft enemies are interesting in terms of animations? Yeah. I mean, they typically always keep it pretty fresh in that regard. Like, I feel like the amount of times I've seen a FromSoft enemy, and then I've been like, oh, okay, I have his measure. And then I saw, like, that same enemy. Okay, so this is as high as this. That's pretty good, especially for 4% reduction. Like, just do some complete ridiculous nonsense that you wouldn't expect from them. Like, I would say that's pretty good. I mean, a lot of the FromSoft enemies are kind of interesting inherently. Like, think about Bale. It's impossible to make Bale without making something interesting. Like, you're really telling me... Like, how do you not make loads of just interesting, in every way, animations from a dragon that uses its broken wing stump as a weapon, who also has a bum leg, so they need to support themselves on their tail? Like, there's just so many interesting ways you can take that. I hate when people, like, see me fighting the boss they were fighting and then hit me with, like, 37 pings to tell me to stop fighting them. It's like, come on, you know, come on. It's born at night. It wasn't born last night. From Bloodborne? Bloodborne definitely has a lot of really good stuff in it. 713. That's a pretty high hit there, Mr. Yappy. What's your deal there? See, this is how you know they're not cheating, is that they just have a bunch of garbage on, but like the effects somehow come together enough to be worth it. Is this outside of the circle? Sure is, pal. Okay. You didn't expect a Recluse to come out swinging, did ya? Oh, now he's running. He's running. He thinks he can make it, too. Alright, he might make it. Oh. Is it weird if I think Bloodborne is actually a little tame in terms of the visuals? Like, I know there's blood all over your screen, but I feel like the most... I don't want to activate my ability before I know what this... Uh-oh. And all that. Just, why is he going after me, okay? I'm not even mad, I just don't know why. He's getting lambasted by two other bozos and he's still like, no, I know. I have his measure. I know exactly what I'm doing. I still don't really know what this one does. I hate that he can combo that like little tail move out of pretty much anything. I think it makes his second phase so annoying to fight. Nephi, why are women so boring? Have you tried looking at the interesting ones? Or maybe even like, I don't know, thinking about them in terms of like human beings. I found that typically works for me. When I think like, oh, women they're all the same these days, I typically go like, and yet they're also not, because guess what? We're all a little bit of human. I'm just saying like why are women boring? It's like an incel type thing to say. I'm trying to get the magic, you son of a gun. I don't even know what this one does. Apparently it gives me a lot of health. It's good to know. Maybe that's what I was seeing last time. It's pretty good. Oh, kind of hard to say no to this one. Lots of things to think about. I mean, I'm level 15 with not like 100 flat grand to my name, so I'm not really sweating much. Why do Americans love sandwiches and burgers? It's actually quite simple. We love our bread. But you see, the funny thing is that we don't really like bread. We sort of just like white bread. We've been doing this new thing recently called the brioche bun. And it's very interesting because I don't think many people actually like them. I mean, they're serviceable. The hot dog, sandwich, burger. I don't think that's the most typical meal. Maybe if you're like middle class. What's this guy pinging me for? I mean, we have a lot of different meals, alright? Because we're sort of like a melting pot state. Despite the fact we, like, you know, a vast majority of our population really hates that fact. So we can basically just eat a lot of very different things. Granted, you know, I can't deny there is a lot of sandwich and burgers. Like, if I go out to a restaurant, there's always burger selection. And I can't deny you there. Oh, there's always burgers. Like, well, burgers are what I'll defend. I'm restructuring the argument. I feel like most restaurants have burgers reasonably as like something that they should offer. But the fact we have like sandwiches at every restaurant, I can't not. It's literally, it's a sickness. I have a problem, and it's eventual greatness. This is Everdog Libra? No! 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 I didn't even... Oh, man! You can tell because the icon is okay, that does a lot of damage. Maybe I should just play defense for like... Why do I ever try and take eventual greatness? It just doesn't really work out unless I'm like a raider. I appreciate the opportunity to attempt to impress. I don't think this is getting even remotely close. Here he goes. Oh, man. You guys never eat grain related? I feel like we eat loads of grain stuff. Like, yeah, we don't eat rice, typically. But can you really look me in the eyes and say we don't eat grains? Like, I don't even necessarily remember what grains are. I just know that we eat enough of them to not be sassed about it. I hate jumping attacks. Did I ever tell you about that? Probably a lot. It's one of my big gripes with Elden Ring. Not necessarily like the base combat, but the PvP for sure. Owns.png. I heard that the buff you get for killing the condemned lasts longer. You can't hit me with that. I'm not that dumb. Please, just like stop walking forward. I want to backstab you. Apparently, they're dead already. Yappy couldn't survive like 3 seconds. This Iron Eye is actually like the bane of our existence. I think Yote is gonna be. I think Yote is gonna be insanely as expected. I feel like the Iron Eye is sort of here. I don't know how that happened. I assume someone did an ultimate. This Iron Eye needs to... Oh. Okay. Explain to me, how am I at 3 bars? Oh, right. I died to eventual greatness. I remember now. I need to take this guy out for, like, the good of the clan. You can use the ability, huh? I guess I just didn't really think you had it in you. What about Silksong? I don't like platformers. So me playing Silksong is like all-time dumbest. Oh my god, I hate you and everything you stand for. It's like all-time dumbest idea. No! Why? Why? It just appears below you. Man, I hate Everdark Libra so much. Like, I had like a very similar experience fighting normal Libra last night where he just owned us. But like, I don't know, he's just so annoying. A demon summons the condemned. A demon summons the condemned. A demon. The entire child is just read book and stuff. Funnily enough, there's other games on the planet that aren't platformers. So I just played those. This guy's gonna crash. Oh. I like how it's totally the the Revenant Sinai's fault. He didn't die once until then. I just hate this boss. It just sucks. How did they not understand that 14 different sources of one-shots all attacking you at the same time in different intervals was like a dumb idea? This isn't bad. That's bad. No, when I was a kid, I was playing stuff like Spore. I was playing Viva Pinata, that type of thing. Like when I was a kid, platformers had already sort of died out. Like I was given false nostalgia by YouTubers like I actually forgot his name. The anti-vax guy. What's his name? He had a like a parrot. I'm actually kind of surprised I don't remember his name. Anti-vax YouTuber parrot. Apparently there's a YouTuber called Parrot. Flex Seal? YouTube video? John Jafari, but that's not his like YouTube name. Soldier Boy Console? Man, oh, Jontron. Man, it's been a long time since I was a kid. Holy cow. What about Mario? I didn't play Mario. Like my first console was the Xbox 360 and the Wii. There are no good Mario games, or no Mario games for those consoles. Now I know what you're thinking. Yeah, there is. And my response to that? Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. I just had better stuff to play. I feel like Mario as a franchise is the most boring thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I do not regret, even mildly, having never played a Mario game to completion. I do not care about that franchise at all. Like, I had a DS. That was my big console growing up. Do you know how many games are on the DS that are bangers? You think I'm out here playing Mario? Mario. What's wrong with you? I just don't get it. Like, I know people like it. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really start playing Souls games until I was in sort of like the middle part of my childhood. What I really grew up on was Dragon Quest, Ni no Kuni, big fan of that one. The stream title is actually a reference to it. Viva Pinata. Spore wasn't like, that's my childhood. If you want to know any game that really shaped me as a kid, Spore. I didn't play any game as much as I played Spore. Now, I also played a lot of Viva Pinata, but I'm really talking about Spore. I didn't drop the Souls until now. Sure, but that's because the Souls games are engaging to play. Like, there's a lot of really intense moment-to-moment action. Action! Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Kung Fury. It's a good movie. You should watch it. Listen, okay. I know how this is gonna sound, considering my game time, but the Souls games aren't even my favorite franchise. Now, they're probably second or third. Like, it's not escaping the top 3. But I can't deny I prefer Neo more by a fair margin. The only reason I'm not playing Neo right now is that Neo's kinda intense. So like if I played it non-stop, I would just my brain would turn into goo. Because I just wouldn't be able to keep up. Alright, so I've gotten a lot of stuff since I first slotted these relics. Reduced rune acquisition, are you kidding me? How is this is garbage. I might as well sell it. Reapers. This one's almost good, but lower attack when below max is kinda bad. There's a lot of mental gymnastics going on right now. So terrible. Alright, so this one, there has to be something better. Great sword attacks? Okay, I think this is actually... I might have to use this. I'll take a quick look just to make sure there's nothing that can beat it, but just having FP restoration on all my attacks... that's pretty good. I kinda wish the grapple counted as a whip attack. Okay, this would be good, but it's not really the build I'm going for. Yeah. This looks good to me. I guarantee you we win this run. That's the Nuffly promise. Cyberpunk combat's also good. I'll put it alongside Elden Ring. Is it though? Okay, I can't deny my Cyberpunk experience was not very great. Gaping jaw, but I'm a fire guy, fine. Just so many crashes, and that's in the year of our Lord 2025, so I don't think it's getting better. I don't know, it's just a shooter, okay? I don't know what you want from me. Cyberpunk is just a shooter. I understand it probably gets more interesting later on. But I can't explain to you how much that it's just a shooter. I don't know. Like, I've seen some of the boss fights in that game. It's like watching a boss fight in Fallout 4. They show up, you hit them with 37 explosives, and they die. Flying away from a church is an inspired choice. I feel like we're probably not coming back here. So I'm gonna make us go to this church just to make sure we got it all. Apparently you were guard broken. Which is fun. I mean, you know. Raw. Like, Fallout 4 is the best Fallout game. Easily. When you think about... That's a deathrite bird, huh? When you think about just the gunplay. But I wouldn't just... I don't know. I wouldn't call it engaging. You know, like, the most engaging experiences I've ever had playing Fallout 4 involved a lot of quick saving and then reloading when the nonsense that I just tried didn't work. Like, that's how I typically have fun with difficult encounters in that game, but... I don't know. I wouldn't really call that good. Fallout 4 is way better than every other Fallout game. In terms of how the gunplay is, but the gunplay is still... It's not like a good combat system, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of how it is. Holy. I just don't know if this is like... I don't think he's weak to holy. This could be good, though. You know what? Fine. I'm taking it. Probably should have leveled up when I had the chance. Man, they're kind of cool looking with their wings. Apparently we're not allowed to grapple. Do you play God of War? I've never played any God of War games. I have a weird fetish, I must confess. Well, if you're gonna confess it anywhere, my stream, not the worst place to do it, all things considered. You're a real piece of garbage there, Mr. Stoneskin. Okay, we're annihilating this guy. 2 people critting him. At this point, I'm really just gaining runes. Like, I can't be bothered to think about, oh, but if I grab that resistance up plus 57, like, holy cow, that could be some real dividends further into the future. I love being lifted by big females. Weird fetish, question mark. Because I don't know about you, but I don't know. It kind of just seems like that's every guy's, you know, secret enjoyment. I don't mean to be crass here, but that's like, I would almost say, oh, just a little too far. I would almost say that means being like the most normal guy. Listen, dog, I'm just telling you, like, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't have, like, a great church thing. Can you ask a slightly political question? See, the thing is, Stain, when you ask things like that, there's either there's two different possible things that you ask. Option 1 is that it's not political in the slightest. Option 2 is that it's literally the most political question I've ever seen in my life. So honestly, like, ask away, but I reserve the right to say, go away. I'm gonna go get this healing. It's actually kind of closer than I thought. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to do like 37 complex maneuvers in order to get to this church in time. No, it's kind of just here. Like, I'm gonna get a little nip on the ass. But this is not a difficult encounter. I've been lifted by one figure and never forget. I mean, like, I'm just saying. Like, it just makes you a normal guy. Like, I don't mean to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but that's kind of like the most normal thing anyone has ever confided in me, ever. Like, I don't even know... Okay, we should probably kill this guy. I mean, he's right here. Had to show him how it was done. I ain't grabbing that unless I should. Nah. You think Trump's an ass man or a boob man? Well, looking at his wife, I kind of think he's a... Oh, brother, I should have healed. I kind of think he's a hat guy. Like, I keep forgetting Melania Trump exists, but every time I see a picture of her, she's like all dressed monocolor, and she's wearing the, like, she's Big Hat Logan, is what I'm saying. It's kind of good. Like, every time I've ever seen her, she's just like a figure, like a specter in the back. What do we run into? This can't be worth it, brother. Come on, I'm just saying. I don't think we need this. It's kind of crazy to me that this is still night 1. I've been acting as though this is night 2. We have time. We have time. I will say, the loading into a match where there's a Wilder, an Executor, and a Iron Eye makes me significant. Oh my god! It makes me significantly more hopeful. I have to take the runes. Listen, the banished sword was probably better for me. But I think this is more wise. Yeah, anyway, I think like Trump has to be a hat guy, considering that's like 80% of... This is pretty good. Like, I've hardly seen his wife without a hat. She must be quite the connoisseur. Do you think Shohei Ohtani is a good baseball player? Well, considering... Oh, that was a pot. Considering he's paid like $1 billion to play baseball, I would wager that he's probably at least a little good. Like that young blood, he may have some skills yet. This son of a gun keeps missing me somehow. Owns. Everything's going fine. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. I meant this one. It's kind of sick. I just don't know about that. Is the Raksha katana good? Can't say because I've never used it, but I would believe so. Actually, I should just grab this. Like, you know, who are you fooling? You should just grab it anyway. From what I understand, the Raksha katana's good because that Ash of War. Okay, this is good. I mean, what if I go full Godfrey? Anyway, it's too late. That Ash of War is very good for just, hey, I want you to die. And I'm not going to ask any questions. You're not even going to ask any questions. It's just going to be how it ought to be. Okay, this is kind of sick. But also we're fighting... I probably could have taken that. I'm kind of a fan of letting bygones be bygones, though. If we had a raider, this run would be over. Why don't I include cut attacks when doing boss versus boss? I kind of just don't. And I think part of like the reaction to my Armored Warrior videos kind of solidifies to me why I don't. Cause like every time I do a video with Armored Warrior, everybody's like, but why is he taking damage? And so that's sort of put like a certain image in my mind of the average like viewer of my content. And it's of someone who can't really take things. I should be fighting the halberd one because I can parry him. And sort of fly with him. Ow. I like how there's just another one and yet all three of us are bullying this guy. I see him running in. I mean, if there's one thing you can say, is that we are super destroying these guys. I gotta take this. I mean, it's just better for me. Like, genuinely, I think I will start including cut attacks. But I have to be very real with you. If there's any sort of, like, negative kickback on that whatsoever, I am never... I am never doing it again. Because I can, and I think I could make it good. But I'm just telling you. If that's not what the people want, it's not what the people are going to be getting after that video. I feel like as soon as I hit, they just get insta-poisoned. YouTube boss versus boss? I would make more if there was a real way to make it. But as it is right now, no matter what I do, there will always be someone who's being favored by the very system that it works on. In the video that I made, I'm pretty sure... no. Pretty sure it's Maeda Keiji being favored. Whereas Honda didn't have his entire moveset. This guy just took like a lot of damage. I mean, as the Wilder, you gotta take stance breaking, personally. It's just what I believe. Don't we really need to grab this? Like, this run, I haven't really been commentating on it because I've been thinking, but we're kinda just floundering here. Kind of wanted to grapple onto the boss, but I understand that sometimes you just don't want to give the player what they want. That's what people want to see? Okay. People do, but they also kind of don't. I don't know, I just feel like for a lot of the stuff that I've done, the most surprising things have given me kickback. You know what I mean? Like some of the things I never would have figured. I'm just gonna drop it. I don't want it anymore. I don't want the idea that I can use it. Hashtag owned, by the way. We rip bozoed this guy super hard. I mean, kind of hard to beat that, just looking at the stats there. Oh no, less FP in exchange for more attack and health recovery. I'll take this one too. She's dead before I even realized they were fighting her. It's a lot of damage. We have time to decide. If we get to the boss and it still seems like a wise idea, I'll probably switch to that sword, but otherwise I'm gonna keep going with this one. I don't know. I mean, right now it does a lot more damage. So who knows, but I'm using it now because it does more damage. I'm gonna use it then, depending on whether poison is still a great idea or not. Does this boss even take more damage from poison? Or is it just weak to poison? Because if it's just weak to poison, then I don't know. I don't know if it's ever worth it to bring poison, you know what I mean? I like how we have a lot of poison stuff just casually lined up. This mode feels like a cakewalk. Believe me, that's just because I'm playing Wilder and it's been a good run so far. Sometimes I play this and I just get garbage the entire run, and then the Night Lord dumpsters me. I mean, we've been like genuinely hashtag blessed, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like we should fight this guy, but kind of seems like the boss is going to be here anyway, so as long as we just sort of make our way, we should be fine. Especially because the first circle just closed. Where's the spot you can climb up? Something like this, right? I'll remember one day, and when I do, I'll achieve power beyond my greatest dreams. Well, I guess this is what I was just saying, right? Because I feel like when I play Wilder, it's a different... it's a different game than... I hate this so much. Why does it make you do this? It's just a different game than when I play with Duchess or... This walk-up is actually like... I'm trying to hide it, but it's pissing me off. I missed the jump, and now I have to spend like an extra 30 seconds doing nothing. But I have to try just so much harder with every other character than I do with Wilder. Even Raider, what I champion as the easy class, even Raider often does not feel as easy as Wilder. I just think the grapple hook is so good that it's hard to even think about other things. We're super gonna get this one done in time. Like, how are you stronger than what this team is right now? All we need to do is get to level 15 and we're kind of just set. Yeah, I mean, continuous HP loss might get me too. Listen, I know it works on NPCs like that, but you shooting me is gonna make me angry at you. No matter what the stealth thing tells you. This is a lot of damage, what the hell? 328? How did I just pick up that? I guess it was always there. I don't deign to understand. Yeah, is it just me, or do I feel like my damage is really, really high right now? Maybe that's just the hashtag. Oh, hashtag why? Oh, that's so good. Maybe that's just the hashtag Wilder experience. I don't know. Like, look at the damage numbers I'm seeing. 433 on that? Like, these numbers are genuinely, like, unheard of. Aw, I missed that one. It's fine. I mean, we're gonna be level 15 by the time this night boss is done. $380 is crazy. Honestly, maybe I do this, right? Ow. Should I buy Nightreign? It really depends on your budget and whether you think you'll enjoy the game. Because I've gotten like crazy value out of Nightreign. But I am also like kind of the target audience for Nightreign. Also, you have to Nightreign is $40. So it is slightly cheaper than other releases. But if you don't think you're going to like Nightreign, you should literally like 0% chance buy it. Because, I mean, it's just not for some people, you know? I love using a buff and then just immediately overriding it. I mean, my flask is fine, so honestly I'm just gonna take this just to be tankier. This better be good. It's not. I think weapons having long movesets and combos is useless. It depends on the type of game that is made. In Neo, that's not true at all. 500. What was that for a second there? I literally couldn't need that less. So you guys have fun. Before I spend too much. There we go. Like in Neo, your combo can literally just be forever, as long as you know what you're doing. That's not true in any way in like FromSoft games, because you're gonna have to dodge so quickly, and your windows are oftentimes pretty darn short. I don't know why I looked at the map. They're already at the door. It's fine. I mean, newer FromSoft games. I mean, definitely, like, if you're talking about long combos, and you're thinking of, like, Rolana, there's no point in having a long combo when you're fighting Rolana. Whereas sometimes you kind of do. You kind of want that. Also, this is like the most dead Night Lord to ever exist. He's in phase 2 and he's done like 2 attacks. Mild ow. Ow. Does grab delivery exist? I've literally I have no idea what you're talking about, so I might have to say no. Uh-oh. Yikes. Get owned. Maybe I should try, like, instituting very mild survival techniques. Like, 2 out of the 3 didn't work there. So you know what? It's fun. Oh, how interesting. I mean, that is kind of the thing with the Zamor curved sword stain. Its whole gimmick is that it, unlike other weapons, Absolutely the most disrespectful run ever. Look how much damage. Like I'm just like this. I have like the Zamora curve sword. Its whole thing is that you need to hit with the whole combo because the final hit does a lot extra damage. But you can't. Unless it's a boss that kind of just sits there. You can't. You're never getting there. I have a bow I'm using that is older than America. That'd have to be a mighty old bow. Like, you're really telling me the bow you're using is 500 years old? Like, I don't necessarily doubt it. I'm just saying, like, you should probably keep that locked behind the glass cabinet door. Like, that's fine. China right there. If you had a bow like that in America, people would be like, I hate that guy. His bow is so old. He makes me look stupid. See, now we're getting somewhere. Poise +3. If it had a non-garbage middle effect, this would actually be good. Just gonna pretend. It's been passed down since 1610. Isn't America 250 years old? What? I don't think so. $1776? Brother, I thought we were like 400 years old. And even that, I was like, that's not very long. What do you mean we're 250 years old? You're telling me the entire history of America is like 4 generations of people? No, I know that's not really how that works, but like, you know, it kinda is. like that really wasn't like not American, and even I knew 1776. I guess I just thought that like 1776 was longer ago than it was. Like I thought America was founded like, you know, 16 something, like 16 like 80. Like 100 years after I thought. As part is how much is war. Yeah, we've been at war for like 80 to 99% of our existence. For the first like 150 years, that was reasonable. Not really so much these days, but it is how it is. I guess I just haven't been in like I haven't been in history class in that long. I don't know. I just don't need I just don't need to know that information. Sort of. Like I kind of do. Like I feel kind of like surprised that I didn't know that. I don't know. I guess I thought we were like founded in like 16 something, so I was like, oh, clearly we've been around for 400 years because that was 400 years before now. Like I just didn't really think about it that hard. But hey, admitting that this is not the worst. Admitting that is the first step towards a brighter future. This was like just like one negative effect away from being actually good. I just don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna make the executive decision to throw this one in the garbage. 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 Alright, there we go. Easy. If you could go, would you go back to the Salem witch trials? No. Why would I do that? I don't want to see like a bunch of innocent people get set on fire and crushed in rocks and drowned. I don't want to see that. I know what happens. They just killed a bunch of guys. They just killed a bunch of like innocent men and women. Like just for complete like hysteria. I remember like I don't quite remember if this is true. I think it is. But I remember like reading like of a guy, like a lawman who came in after the trials were over, and he was like, "You guys were doing what? What were you doing? Like, just on the drop of a hat? Like, I believe in this, but you guys were really like doing it, like that readily." The heck are you? Like, you guys are deranged. Am I a horse? No. No. I would like to live in a reality where if I break my leg, they don't shoot me in the head. And for that reason, I will remain a human. I would go back to medieval age because it's a better time. And the females are more naturally beautiful compared to today. I'm Turkish, by the way. Let me get one thing straight. That doesn't really make it better, to be honest. That's still like the most deranged, like, incel thing I've ever read in my life. But maybe the Turkish thing breaks it back. Maybe the Turks. You know what that is? That is true. Turks, like the Turkish people, they haven't had a great time recently. They were like a world power like 100 years ago. And now they're like they're a footnote. Like Britain should be, but isn't. What's this song again? It's not Constantinople. It's Istanbul. The Turks. It's a better time. It's not. It's super not. It's so much of a worse time for everyone. The medieval ages. I don't know how to tell you, little bro. They sucked. Like, even I fantasize about it from every now and then. Like, oh, I'd love to be a big, strong knight. You know, really make a name for myself, beating up evildoers. But that's fallacy. That's not real. That's not real. That's a fantasy. It is not a better time for anyone. I know you're like, oh, you know, I'm a guy, you know, it's much worse for women, much worse for minorities, much worse for like literally anybody that could be possibly considered a slave. But it's a better, it would probably be like, it could be like mildly a better. It's not. It's so much worse. Listen. if you admit that you would be fine eating your fellow man because your castle got sieged and there's no other food, then yeah, maybe you could, like, I can give it to you. Like, you're deranged enough to think that the medieval era is better. If you're fine eating your fellow man because you were sieged and there's no more food. Like, yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess if, like, oh, is this really the build I used? It ain't half bad. Yeah, exactly. There was no Elden Ring. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it was a better time. No Elden Ring? That sounds kind of nice. People might have had like a better alright, it's been too long. I haven't played Guardian in ages, and Guardian used to be my main. So honestly, if I can't make this work, maybe I do deserve the eternal nap. I need to focus for a second. I need to choose some good relics. Don't really have much going on here. I'll just choose this one because it's, I mean, there's nothing else going on. I just need to test it first to make sure it's not literally worse. All right, 104. Because my current one does nothing essentially. Am I stupid? Where's the thing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's, I mean, this is more. We've been brainwashed by the media so much. Okay, but we also haven't, though. Okay, you want to go back to the medieval ages so bad? Okay, go back. You will die at the ripe old age of 9 from one of 37 easily preventable common illnesses. Does that seem admirable to you? I kind of feel like I gotta play fastball with this one because this one seems like it could really work out. I really like this this new one. This one, because it gives me a reason to actually use the thing. I can't do that. I can't. Taking that, like, what else do I have? Continuous HP, taking damage because it's blood loss. Like, I don't know. Can I? Okay, so the skill I want plus sleep resistance, or the skill I want plus more elemental attack plus death buildup. I just don't know if I want to risk it. Because I feel like every time I've been hard carried by a guardian, they've taken a lot of hits before their time in the sun. in them gilded halls of Elysium. So I gotta keep this sleep. Yeah, like I guess what I'm saying is like, do you know the amount of monster stories from back then? You would travel back in time like an individual with common sense, and then they would be like, okay, kill him. He doesn't believe in the Striga. You telling me this guy doesn't believe in the Wendigo? We gotta kill his ass before he invokes a curse on us. It's just that simple. I think this is a build that could really go somewhere. I am proud of what I have made. See, because the other, like, 2 weeks ago, it took me an hour to find a session. Now it's like, it's normal again. I don't understand this game. Just looking at this, I think I'm going to do a bit of carrying. Oh? Guardian, Iron Eye, and what? A Wilder? Because if it was Duchess, I feel like I'm going to do some carrying. But a Wilder, that could work out. Now, if we one time helped a transgender person at night by giving them a ride late at night while I was returning. Is there like an end to that story, or are you just like, you fishing for good boy points? Like, you know. Sick, bro. Glad we have some camaraderie among the ranks. Is there like a plot twist here, or are you like you bragging? Because it's been a couple seconds since you sent that message, and I was kind of waiting for a part 2, but you never sent one. Until I get these first couple levels, it's gonna be kind of rough with how much damage we're gonna be taking. But then again, I get extra HP for every halberd hit. So maybe, just maybe, it'll work out. Fire attack. Not really what I'm looking for, although it's Caligo, so I guess I kind of am. Read the comments. Maybe the comment got deleted. Last thing I see is... just the, the returning thing. And Saoirse got my C grabbed. Kick that son of a gun off. I mean, it definitely seems like an odd way to like repay someone for bringing you home. I mean, I didn't get the context. Maybe there was like an air of mystery. I don't know. I genuinely heard like the interlude to a story, and then I heard nothing else. Okay, 32% damage negation at full health. I'm not the type of guy to turn my nose up at that. Let me tell you that much for free. Some Charlie game tonight. I've never heard of this game ever in my life, I think. If you want some deets, you're gonna have to supply me with some context. Is that a red magma worm? That thing probably has like 9 billion health. Didn't even speak the language where I was working. You see, I can't, like, as an American, I can't even, like, imagine that. Like, sometimes, like, people speak Spanish, and I'm, like, a little kind of, like, man, I wish I knew what they were talking about. But I don't know. Well, I have to switch earbuds here before this one dies. Well, I guess what I'm asking is, like, why was your C grabbed? You know what I mean? I'm not grabbing that. Like, were they lascivious, or like what's the story there? Because that seems like a kind of a wild thing that just hit you with out of nowhere. Is in the Rhine region. You have to understand that I don't know where you live. Like, I'm sure you probably told me at one point over this back and forth we've had, but I do not recall at this moment in time. I'm kind of just going wherever the pings tell me at this point. Don't help randos at night. That is that's fair. Personally, I wouldn't really stop for anybody. Perhaps it's a moral failing on my part. You know, I don't trust my common man, but I'm too milquetoast to ever consider. Okay, bozo. That there might be like something more. Like I have a very similar story. Only in my story it ends fairly reasonably. You know, nobody's C got G. Oh, baby, who are we fighting? Anybody else and this would be so good. I mean, I'm still taking it. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I was like, what's this guy pinging for? This rapacious bastard. Why is he pinging me so often? Little did I know that within the hearth there was much to discover. I'm just gonna take that. Hashtag owns.png. Oh, I gotta take that. I want the runes, but you can't just hit me with, oh yeah, by the way, a billion extra stamina. And they expect me to not choose it. Rapacious? Yes, I know what rapacious means. I was not born yesterday morn. Like, I guess, like, I didn't get the... See, you're not gonna get me to use my ultimate on this again, because I'm not... You know, I'm a little bit wiser. I know it doesn't break anymore. Because my question really is, like, how did you even find yourself in the situation to possibly have this uncomfortable encounter? My voice is kinda going. You know, I've been thinking about this recently, and by recently I mean the last genuinely 3 seconds. What does it mean to have your voice go? Like, how does that work? Like, what part of the vocalization process is failing after repeated use like this to warrant such action? Like, it doesn't quite compute. Lascivious. I mean, personally, I don't need to grab that. I'll go to the castle. Oh, I see. He just dismounted. I see. There's just a red horse walking around. Okay. Man, I wish there was like a curved sword character. I wish, like, if the DLC adds, like, not that many Nightfarers, I will be pretty disappointed. I just need more Nightfarers. Because each one is just so interesting to play, and they each have their different little quirks. That, like, I don't know, it just feels wrong. Oh, no. You guys don't have to spam your ping, you know that? It just makes me, like, annoyed at you. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be fighting the bell-bearing hunter. But I'm not gonna die. I'm a guardian. I kinda have to take it, to be honest. I don't necessarily want to, but I mean, it's... I ain't getting it anywhere else. Let me tell you that much for free. Why do I feel like we've already been here? Maybe the runs are just melding together at a certain point. See, this is almost really, really, really good. If I was a recluse, I'd be eating that up. Rapacious means greedy. Yeah, I know. I'm not 1 month old. You ever read Shakespeare? Most of us have to do so for school, but just curious. I'm not necessarily in any way comparing myself to Shakespeare, but I'm saying that the way Shakespeare interacted with the language, I think, is something that we should really consider more seriously as a society. Man, these guys have a lot of health. Like, I know they do, but I'm always surprised once I get here how much they have. Read Macbeth from my sister's book. You know, I think that's one of the ones that I actually haven't read. You know, I read the you know, the typical, the Romeo, the others. I don't really remember, actually. See, that's the thing. It's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I'm just gonna try and not take too much. I think I kinda like just graduated from high school. It's not even like remotely true. I haven't been a high schooler for like 5 years. It's a long time. Like, I've kind of been like a degenerate for a while. I don't know, just kind of like interesting to think about. Because like, when I think about it, high school doesn't feel that far away. But the amount of time that I've been an adult is significantly greater than the amount of time in the interim. Who wrote the Oh, yeah, Othello. I actually thought this guy was a summon. Forgot about Othello. That was the play where the teacher was like, okay, everybody, but just saying, back then it was normal for guys to sleep with other guys. You know, I'm just like literally sleeping, not even doing the shaboink. That was, you know, like, cause like there's the scene, right, with Iago and Othello. I don't think it's real, by the way. I think it's like Iago's telling a lie. It's like, oh, I was sleeping, and Othello, he was there, he was sucking his thumb. It's like, oh, he was saying all kinds of stuff. Where's the rest of the those who live in death? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing there. Read Macbeth. I'm trying to remember what Macbeth is even supposed to be. See, this is why I kind of hate this night boss. Most of the ways it can play out are just kind of ridiculous. Like this, we were just chasing around a teleporting box. When we get to the boss, we press the attack button and that's it. Like, did they really not think that through? I'll take this one instead. Yeah, I agree with that. We should go there. Unless not. Brother, you guys gotta start, like, pinging what you actually mean. Because I was ready to go to the castle, but you guys are like, no, 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 no. I confirmation pinged the castle. And both of them were like, oh no, they think we're going to the castle. Despite the fact I pinged it. Time to ping what I really mean 17 times in a row. Dr. Faustus is also good. But is that really how... Oh, you better. Is there really like a classic Shakespearean thing? Like he's too busy writing two people being ridiculous that he doesn't really stop to make it grand. I don't know. I've never heard that sort of take before. If you strike me out of the air, I will rise better than you ever imagined. Okay, just kidding. Just hashtag. Just hashtag kidding. Just for Milo, but it's good. See, that is actually something that I've kind of ceased doing as I've gotten older. Oh, they're below me. When I read, I have a very difficult time finishing a book. I can pick up a book and be insanely engrossed in it. But when it comes to actually finishing it, I don't know. Oftentimes I kind of just don't. And it's not because I didn't like the book. It's that it's almost that I like the book too much. And that's when I go to sort of it's almost like too monumental a task to pick up the book again. So I kind of just never do. I don't really have much time for reading these days anyway. It's just not a pastime that I'm able to give the required time to. Nefli, how do you say oif? Say it like that? I'm probably wrong. I'm wrong when I say a lot of things for the first time. Like, I still remember as a kid when I was, sort of learning how to read and I was kind of figuring out the more difficult words. I still remember saying out loud to my entire family, Aeromatherapy. Okay, if you're gonna keep pinging me, I'm gonna be like a little mad at you. It's just not necessary. Okay, this is kind of sick though. Eve? Yeah, no, I can see that. You're never gonna get me with like the Sersha one. I've got Sersha locked inside my gourd. Brother, I don't want that. It's holy. What do you want from me? I feel like we've had like a disastrously terrible night too because of these two Chuckle Sons of Guns. How do you say Sinead? Like that. I assume I pronounced it incorrectly. It does not bother me. I don't know, Stain. You kinda like it's like reading Sersha for the first time. You're like, oh, okay, it's probably like Sour Shea or like something weird like that. It's just Sersha. How about Kyomhi? Probably just like Kyom, right? Or not. Listen, I'll take it, but just because you guys are dickheads, kinda. Explodes when consumed. That's me coded for sure. Like, I don't necessarily claim to be the grandest of the English language defenders. I mostly just enjoy that really went behind the shield, huh? Like, visually it makes sense that it did. I just think it's kind of annoying from like a gameplay perspective. Kiev? Kai? I mean, like, it's just one of those names where it's like you're really stretching like the English language to its limit there. Like, I sort of get how you got there. But it's impressive that when I look at that word and I see like how it's spelled, I'm still kind of like, yeah, I can see how that could be something that comes to pass. Holy attack power. I'm just gonna take this. I hate both of my compatriots, so I'm not gonna give them the obvious buff. How about the most mainstream, like, Sea Chulane? I'm not even going to sort of preempt, like, the what do I think the common mistake is there. I'm just gonna let it ride and deal with the fallback. Choo Choo Lane. I still remember the first time that I saw two crits, magic attack. Okay, this is kind of sick, but I don't think we're gonna take it. Ice Storm. Makes it hard. Makes it hard. I really want to take it. I still remember Cao Cao. And I said it cacao for like ages because that's like literally like how you sort of figure it should be pronounced. As like a very typical English speaker, and then you sort of, it's like, oh, okay, like I kind of like, if you know it's Chinese and then you know its correct pronunciation, you can sort of be like, yeah, I'm not necessarily surprised, but there's no chance I ever would have figured that out without having the preempt. Cullen. Oh my god, the damage! It's not necessarily surprising. What even is this? Holy? Do I know why so many Latinos are named Omar, despite the fact they aren't Muslim? Well, to be honest, I didn't even know that Omar was like a Muslim thing. I suppose I didn't really care. Didn't really bother me in any way, shape, or form. Why? I guess is my question. It's never been something that's ever interested me ever. But if you seem to think there's something there, you know, you might as well tell me. I actually forgot that halberd attacks are supposedly doing damage. Like, I'm super trading, but still. I think I'm ready enough for the Night Lord. I just don't know if my compatriots are. Or if they're too busy, like, pretending to know everything instead of actually making builds. Yeah, that works for me. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm kind of stacked, to be honest. I really don't need anything. Stop pinging, you bastards! I swear to God, I hate these guys. Like, I know that they're probably chill, but I'm just saying, like, they definitely saw me divert from the path once, 3 seconds into the run, and they've sort of internalized that to mean every micro step this bozo makes, I have to police, and it's just not true. Just because I wasn't on my A game minus -3 seconds into the run doesn't mean I'm some bozo who doesn't know garbage. Just means I'm someone with a little bit of breath. Get some air in my lungs instead of choking on the morons too hard. This isn't gonna work out, is it? As long as we kill this guy, I feel like we probably will do good enough. Because killing him's quite the bargain. I thought that guy shooting the bow was an enemy. Genuinely, like, it didn't even... I thought he was about to slay me. Alright, well, just looking at it here, I'm gonna get to level 13. 15, genuinely an impossibility at this point in time. 13, inevitability. We may get to 14, but it's fairly unlikely. Hashtag rip bozo. This guy's just getting perma charge staggered. Because the Moore's roof is fun. It is kind of interesting how a lot of history is just like, these people killed a lot of people and spread their influence wide. But we don't really think about them these days because they kind of just died. Hashtag ouch. I should have dodged back. That would have made more sense. Might have turned out a little better. Alright, okay, no. I'm gonna revive you. Don't worry, pal. You don't need to start. Oh, okay. Just that did a little more damage than I thought it would. But don't worry, pal. I'll revive you. Because that's my job, right? I need to be told everything, every single thing about the run. You don't need to worry about me, little dog. This is a lot of damage, to be honest. Nefli, when will you play Silksong? Literally never. Like, I'm sorry. If I didn't play Hollow Knight, I don't care enough to ever play Silksong. Okay, this is kind of like a goofy maneuver. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. I don't think it's my type of game. I think it's adjacent to my type of game. Okay, that was a little ouch. Why do I feel like we're kind of dying here? Oh, there comes the pings, you cheeky bastards! You're the damage class. Why aren't they dead yet? As far as I'm concerned, you're still... Oh my god, how did that kill me? Like, you know what? Whatever. Whatever. It's the final run of the night. The final runs are always garbage. I mean, genuinely speaking, like, I've just never been in a Godskin Duo night boss that's lasted this long. Oh my god. Hey Bozo, it's better if we're a little apart so that he can target one of us specifically instead of having like an arrow in me, an arrow in you. How about you stop chasing me? He's not gonna expect the right turn. Oh baby, he's so stupid. He didn't expect it. Nope. No, you think, oh, how interesting. I actually forgot I had a Wind and Grace. I think I've seen that attack before. Are you playing Goo Goo Babies? Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what do they think of me? They think I'm some Uma Musume trainer playing Goo Goo Babies over here? Imagine being this Godskin Apostle and just handing me like the easiest. Oh, I honestly didn't even know it was possible to get hit by that attack. It's just never happened before. Oh, interesting, Wilder. That's kind of weird that you died right there. That's just strange. If only there was a way you could have not died there. I'll take the lightning. I'm not above that. I just feel like I'm so toxic right now. hate both of these people just simply because of how many pings they did. It's like, dog, please, I'm another human. Can't be pinging me like this. Also, what was that number? Oh, it's a great boss. I was about to say. What's this? Oh, it's Caligo. Yeah, we'll be able to take some of this. I'm gonna make these bozos watch the cutscene. Listen, I'm sure you're a nice guy. I'm just saying. Maybe you pinged a little too much for your own good. See, this is how you know it's normal, Caligo. When the fight begins with like a mist of ice, instead of just you walking in and then the like fighter bomb running you. Yeah, something tells me we're not gonna have a huge trouble getting the. I love being a wilder and getting hit by that attack. I'm just saying, if you're a wilder and you get hit by like anything that is based on like you moving out of the way physically, you may genuinely be stupid. Or you only have one grapple charge. There's really two options. He's probably this way, just considering they're running this way. My dream is to get here before he finishes the attack. Oh, apparently he's not this way. It's just out of where the way. I feel like we started next to him. He didn't really go that far from us. We could have just walked up to him. Kind of didn't think it worked like that, but. Hashtag owned. I really wonder about the Night Lord weaknesses. I feel like some of them have them as genuine mechanics in their fight. In other ones, they kind of just are there. That did a lot of damage. See, this is what happens when you play Guardian with a single dodge upgrade versus Guardian without a single good dodge upgrade. How to beat Promise Consort Radon at 20 FPS? I honestly cannot tell you anything. Happens to the best of us. Kind of running out of healing here. Brother, you don't have to ping every time you die. Like, I'm not literally an NPC. Oh, yeah, look, it's phase 2 time. I feel like we've done shockingly terrible this run. That's interesting, Wilder. It's almost like there's someone here you can avoid attacks like a little. Alright, this is rough. This is rough. Listen, I literally just don't know where he is, so I'm just gonna ride it out. Thanks for the healing, bozo. Well, I ain't walking in there. Now I am, though. I feel like Caligo's often like when I think about proccing his fire weakness, it's not very often that is this gonna heal me? Yes, okay. It's not very often that... Excuse me? Wilder how? Okay, that's really rough. I thought he was way closer than he was. FMK, who would I choose? Oh, the frostbite's a little rough there, pal. Also, Wilder, you're really like dropping the ball here. I know I'm dead too, but the Iron Eye hasn't died like once. Okay, this is a situation where you run away, bud. We're at a standstill here. Personally, I'd rather not get hit by anything else that might do damage. Don't have any way to heal myself other than my ultimate, but I kind of feel like if I use that, then the bozos I'm partnered with might, you know, hit me with the can't believe it. I kind of wish there wasn't this stupid barrier in the Night Lord fight. I don't know, it kind of just feels like it takes away a little bit. I mean, I honestly, it depends. Like, I would either marry Recluse or Duchess. 'Cause, I mean, Recluse is the only one whose ending isn't like straight up death. So I would probably marry. Ooh, the Iron Eye died finally. I would probably marry Recluse because she's got the least tragic FromSoft energy. I would do Duchess. And then I would kill Executor. That is my trio. I would marry Recluse, do the dirty with Duchess, and then kill Executor. Try having like a real character next time, Bozo, then I wouldn't kill you. How about that? How about that? I'm just saying. Your garbage is weird. Maybe try being smarter next time. Having a more coherent backstory. Honestly, we shouldn't have won that. We shouldn't have won that. We like super duper duper shouldn't have won that. But you know what? This game is all about winning in situations that you probably shouldn't have won on. Just not good. Anything that has 3 different negative effects, I kind of just trash because it's not even worth thinking about. Also, I'm just saying, the first time I switched to Guardian, we won. Maybe I am a true Guardian enjoyer. Garbage, but you know what? You know, we'll keep it. This is actually really, really, really good, considering we don't have one without continuous loss at the moment. This is good. Yeah, this works. I still need a good relic with that Raider effect because, oh boy, would that make him so strong. It's not terrible. Garbage. Okay. Well, that's going to be all for tonight. We hit the 3-hour mark. Did we win every run this time? No. No, we didn't. Okay. You know what? You're right. We, at the very least, lost to Everdark Libra. Alright, so we killed Caligo and Adele. Lost to Libra. Okay. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Like, you can't be that mad about it. If Everdark Libra shows up and you weren't preparing for it the whole run, you're kind of just boned. But that's kind of how it is. That's gonna be the end for the stream tonight. We're going, everybody. Stay safe. I don't know about stay humble. Been thinking about that recently. But definitely, stay safe. I'll see you next time. And the next time is determined by the Discord poll. Unless you guys want to influence it, the Discord poll currently says neither. It's currently 50-50, Saturday and Sunday, 2 votes each. So, depending on whether you want to stream Saturday or Sunday, you have to vote on that. Because if it's equal, I'm just going to pick one, and if I pick one, then it's probably not going to happen at all. Just putting it out there. All right, that's it for today. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time, whether that's Saturday or Sunday, or even further beyond. Have a good one. Stay safe.